Hello and welcome to 2-7. Today we're going to be talking about multiplication equations. And our goal is that you'd be able to solve whole number multiplication equations. So here we go. We have a picture of some armadillo and a random fact here, but 9-banded armadillos are always born in groups of 4. If you count 32 babies, what is the number of mother armadillos? That's kind of the question we're going to solve on this first page here. So to put together equal groups of 4, we need to multiply, right? We'll let M represent the number of mothers, of mother armadillos, and there will be M equal groups of 4. So if I know there are M equal groups of 4, I could also say there are 4 equal groups of M, and that's going to equal the number of babies. So that's going to equal 32. There were 32 babies. We want to figure out how many mothers. We know each mother is going to have 4 babies. And so to figure out how many mothers there would be, I would divide both sides by 4. Remember, this is a little bit different notation, but we talked about how, like if I wanted to do 12 divided by 4, I could write it like this, like a fraction. And then I would know 12 divided by 4, I would just, that equals 3. So here, I know that 4 divided by 4 equals 1, so I would reduce this down to just an m, or a 1m. But we don't need to write the 1 if we have an m there. We know there's 1. And 32 divided by 4 would be 8. So I would know there are 8 mothers. All right, let's go on to the next page. Let's do a couple examples here, and then we'll get to move on. Should be another quick video today. All right, so to first read my directions, it says to solve each equation and then check your answers. So here we go. I see 3 times x equals 12. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 would be 1, so I'd be left with x equals 12 divided by 3 would be 4. And that's that, you guys. So that's my answer. I'll put a box around it. Now I got to check my answer. So I'm going to go write down my original equation, 3x equals 12. Instead of the x, I'm going to put a 4 in parentheses. That's going to equal 12. Then I would say 12 equals 12. Check. I did my work correctly. So let's look at this second one over here. 8 equals 4w, or 4 times w. So I know I'm going to need to divide by 4. Divide by 4. And these 4's would cross out, so I'm left with w on the right side. And when I say cross out, I mean they reduce to 1. And so I don't need to keep my 4's there because it's just a 1, 4, or a 1w. So I just reduce it to 1. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So my answer is w equals 2 or 2 equals w. Both are exactly okay. And so now I need to check my answer. So I'll write down my original equation here. Instead of w, I'm going to put my 2 in there. And I know that 4 times 2 is 8 equals 8. Now, so that checks out. Now this was all the equations that they wanted me to work on with you, but there's going to be some trickier ones, so I thought it would be in your best interest to show you a kind of a trickier one, what that would look like. So let's practice that one next. All right, same directions, solve the equation, check your answers. So I see 135 equals 3y, 3 times y. So I need to divide both sides by 3 to try to get that y by itself. So I know that the right side's going to reduce down to y equals. Now, I'm going to show my work off to the side. This is going to be kind of like my scratch work. I don't want to do all my work underneath, because that makes things messy. So I'm going to do my scratch work off to the side. 135 divided by 3. 3 goes into 1, it doesn't. 3 goes into 13, 4 times, minus 12. Remember our divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. So I divided, I multiplied it 3 times 4, and now I'm going to subtract 12, and I have 1. Now I have to bring down my 5. Now I'm going to divide 3 times divided by 15, that's 5. Multiply, 3 times 5 is 15, and subtract. I don't need to bring anything else down because there's nothing else to bring. And I got down to 0. So I know that my answer is 45. Okay. Now this one's kind of a little bit longer because now I have to write down my original equation. I'll put my box here. Equals 3y. Now I need to put 3 times 45 equals 135. Now I have to do my scratch work here to the side. 45 times 3. So I do 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. So I'd get 135 equals 135. Check. All right, and that's all I have for you today. A little longer than yesterday, but not too much. I tried to go quick without going too fast. So anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.